more than 8. When you double x and add it to y, the sum is less than 14. Graph the inequalities that represent this scenario on the set of axes below.
We have two inequalities we're going to create. This is more like a riddle than a real world scenario. And we're going to look at this first one they give us. If they say sum, what are they telling me to do? Math term that means, Addison? Combine together? Yeah, which is like adding them. So let's add two numbers, x and y, and they say it's more than 8. That's your first inequality, and they told you kind of their language of how to get there. Before we get to the second one, let's make it y equals mx plus b form, and get y is greater than negative x plus 8. That's going to help us graph it later. Let's look at number 2. So they also say when you double x and you add it to y, the sum is less than 14. If I double x, what is that kind of the same as doing? What operation? If I'm doubling something, Kylie, what do you think that would be? I'm multiplying it by 2. So let's double the x, multiply 2 by x, and then add that to y. They say it's less than 14. There's your inequality. Let's get it into y equals mx plus b form. Y is less than negative 2x plus 14. Okay, so you have two inequalities from there. Let's graph it and solve. Go with the first one, Vienna. Where would you start? Go up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what's the slope, Lexi? Kind of a sneaky slope. What's the slope if the b value was 8 for the first inequality? Negative what? Yeah, negative 1 or negative x. We know the 1 is in front of the x, so we can go down 1 and over to the right. Is it dotted or solid, Andrew? It does not have a chin, so we're going to dot it. Did you guys get a ruler? No, you did not. Okay, let me get you one. Go ahead and graph the second inequality. Check with your partner when you think you got it. There we go. There. Once you've graphed it, go ahead and shade above or Is it 14? All right, if you have an inequality for the second one that looks like that, the line is correct. Let's shade the first one. Andrew, would I go above the purple line or below it to shade? Its y is bigger than, so if it's bigger than it, all the x values that you plug in would give you a point that was above that line. And then if its y is less than, you're going to go to the blue and go where, Kylie, above or below? If it's less, it's below. So let's shade that one like. And you're going to look for the place that matches. Give me one point that you could use that's a solution to both. This little sliver is going to be where we want to look. Felix, what point could I use to find a solution for it? Over 10? Or 110? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right about here. Yeah, that works. Kai says the 0.62 is a solution. Is he correct? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up 1, 2. Is that a solution? Colby?
No, I don't believe so, because it's the intersection of two dotted lines, and if there's a point on the dotted line, that can't be a solution.
That is beautiful. It needs to be a solid line, so 6-2 would not work for this scenario. Second example. I don't want to do this one right now. Sure. The Real Good Cinema is conducting a mathematical study. In its theaters, there are 200 seats. Adult tickets cost $12.50 and child tickets cost $6.25. The cinema's goal is to sell at least $1,500 worth of tickets. Write a system of linear inequalities like we used to find the possible combination of adult tickets, X, and child tickets, Y. Let's go ahead and label the variables. X, they say, are adult tickets. Y, they say, are child tickets. When they give you an X and a Y, go ahead and jot it down on your coordinate grid. So all the X is going to stand for adult tickets. Down here, you're going to graph adult tickets. The Y value is going to be child tickets. This is probably the trickiest word problem that you'll see on the test. There are two things that you're going to pull out, but they're a little bit hidden. The first one says that there are 200 seats. Adult tickets are $12.50 and child tickets cost $6.25. So we need to make an inequality of the total seats that could fill up at this place. If I added X and Y, all the seats together, what would the inequality have to be that would work for this? I only have 200 seats, but if I add them up, Elliot, what would I put in there? That would make sense. So it has to be either less than 200 or exactly 200 when you add the seats together. That's kind of a hidden inequality that's tricky to pull out. The second one, they say that an adult ticket costs $12.50, a child ticket costs $6.25, and the goal is to sell at least 1,500. What could I add together that would give me an inequality that includes the total amount made? Tony.
1,500 is less than or equal to 1250x plus 625y.
If I multiplied the cost of every kid ticket I sold by the price of the kid ticket and the adult ticket by the adult price, I'm going to get my total amount I make. So I'm going to put 12.5 times x. Was that right? Was it 12.50 for adults? Yeah. 6.25 for kids. And we're going to multiply a decimal. Hooray. Okay, that is your system, and it looks tricky. I think on the test I gave you one that made a whole number, so don't freak out when you see decimals. First thing I'm going to do for up here is move the x What is the first inequality written in slope-intercept form? Maya. What's the first inequality written in slope-intercept form? Okay. Great, there's your first inequality that you're going to graph, and let's do the second one. It looks messy, hopefully it's not too bad. Subtract 12.5. Final step. Tanner, what do I do to get y by itself? Okay. And y is by itself. 12.5 divided by 6.25 is 2. Negative 2x. 1500 divided by 6.25 is, anyone have a calculator? They can throw it into, I think it's a whole number. If you get this problem on the test, you will be able to use a calculator for it. It is 240, so we are happy it's a whole number. I don't have to think about a decimal. Did I say 640? 240? Okay. Okay, let's graph it. Go up to 200. Since it's down 1 and over 1, it's really hard for me to count because it's counting by tens. But if I know it's negative 1 over 1, what could I use as an additional slope that could help me, Colby?
10.
Yeah, if it's down 1 over 1, it could also be down 10 over 10 because I'm counting by tens on both x and y. So go up, make your dot at 200, and go down 10 and over 10. That's the same slope. Is it dotted or solid line? Addison. It is equal to. Great. Go to 240 and go down 2 over 1. If it's 2 over 1, how could I make a slope that would match 2 over 1 but count by tens? Elliot? If I want to count by tens, multiply both by 10, it's going to be negative 20 over 10, which is going to count by tens here. Up at 240, down 20 over 10. Down 20 over 10, down 20. Dotted or solid line, Kylie? Cool. Go to the blue. Do I shade above or below Vienna? Y is less than negative x plus 200. Yeah, it's less than all the points down here. Y is greater than negative 2x plus 240. Jackson, above or below? Y is greater than. Yeah. And my overlapping section is this little sliver right here. So I would need to sell either 140 adult tickets right in the middle and 30 adult tickets. If I wanted to sell more adult tickets, I could sell 110 adult tickets, but 80, no, reverse that. 100 child tickets, but 90 adult tickets. So any point in here would work for my solution. Okay. At the end of today, if we don't get to level 4, I'm going to go to level 4 so you get at least 2 more examples with those types of problems. We're going to play an activity. I need to coordinate these though. And I need a card for Jacqueline. Who else joined us late? I think that was it. Alright, here's how it works. I'll start these while you guys do this. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes for level 1. Level 1 should go fairly quickly. You're going to work with your partner and try to solve all of level 1. When you get done with level 1, do not do level 2 yet. You have your homework page in the back of your packet. Feel free to flip to the homework page only after you've completed level 1. After 2 minutes, I'm going to pull a card from the boys stack. They're going to give me the answer. Then pull a card from the girls stack. They're going to give me the answer. If they're both correct, they both get a point. If you get it wrong, that's a chance for us to dive into the blunders. It's not a chance for us to like feel bad about getting it wrong. Whenever we do activities, if there is disrespect, the activity just gets shut down. So please respect our team. Even if it's in like friendly banter, it could be taken poorly. You are going to move if I tell you to move. Jacqueline, do you want to move to Mackenzie? Is that okay? Okay. Maya, move over to the right. You're going to be a team of 3. Ooh, no. Scratch that. Maddie, move up to Maya. You move over there. Lexi, move over to Abby. Felix, move over to Tanner. And am I missing anybody? Is that it? Okay. In summary, you're going to complete level 1 in 2 minutes. Check in with your partner as you're going so you're not just going solo. I'm going to pull a card in 2 minutes and we'll go through the answers. Boys will give me the first one, then the girls will give me the second one, then boys will give me the third, girls will give me the fourth. Cool. If you are done with 1 through 4, thumb up. Anyone still working? Don't do level. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with 5, go to Alright, I'm gonna go number 1. If I pull your card, tell me the answer. I'm gonna flip flop boy 1, girl 2, boy 3, girl 4. Porter, what was your answer for 1?
I got
1 negative 4 over 1 down 4. That works. It's in the section that has both. So 1 is correct. If you have any questions, raise your hand on these. Number 2, Mackenzie. Negative 2 up 2 is right here. That works. Number 3, Jordan. We're on the level 1, question 3. Nice. What was that? What was that? 4 was the over 3 up 1. That works. I thought 1 might work too. Why doesn't 1 work? Oh, it's right here. Okay, it's barely out. Okay. 3, 1 would work. And number 4, Sasha. Negative 4, negative 1 over 4 down 1. Right here. That works. Any questions on those problems? Okay, those are probably the quickest. Other quick ones are going to be level 2. These are going into domain range relations. What we did the first 3 lessons. Jacqueline, I think you missed this one, so Mackenzie, if you could help her out. Anything I need to review with you guys on these? When you're stating domain, you're going to look at all the x values. When you're stating range, you're looking at all the y values. Domain's going to be x is bigger than or equal to, less than or equal to, and some numbers over there. For the x, the table is going to always be in XY format. So the x's are over here, y's are over here. And then tell me if it is a function for each table. Is this table a function? Is there one single input for every output? Good. I don't think you should do that. If the context would just be like right statement, or like they can be between 6 and 11.
this one a function?
So when we're looking at functions, the x value has to look so let's look at the x value. Any of these x values. No. So let's actually sort of another way to find functions is by doing the vertical line test. So you could draw a line down the middle and figure out the exact function of the function.
Thumb up if you're done. Thumb sideways if you're still working. 3/4. You guys are done. Maya, are you done? Yeah. Porter, are you guys done? Cool. For the 6 and 7, tell me domain and range first, then tell me if it is a function or not. What's the domain for number 1, Maya?
Less than or equal to 11.
Okay, what's the range?
The range is 0 is less than y, and then y is less than 3.
Good. Is it a function, Maya?
It is not,
Why not?
because there's 2 of the same x values.
That is correct. The moment you have 2 x values, it's like punching in the soda machine to get Sprite, and they give you a Sprite. The second one, they give you like a Pepsi. It just wouldn't work. It is a broken machine. It's not a function. Number 7. Elliot, give me domain and range first. Did you get it? Andrew, did you get it? Okay, give me the domain first. Good. Is it less than or equal to? And what's the range? Close. What's one blunder that I'm going to find with this answer? It's y. Okay. I'm going to give you a half a point. It was probably, did you have y on your paper, Andrew? And you just said x. I know. But this is an English class too. You just don't know it. I know.
If it's
Is
an
it?
English class, then count our English blunders, please.
So many blunders.
Exactly. I was telling a joke.
What is that? See, no, give us the point.
Andrew, finish us off. Is this a function?
No,
Why not?
because there's 2 x values.
Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Are there 2 x values? There is 1 x value, so it kind of looks like it. Really great blunder, Tanner. Blunders that I caught and a few others too. Thanks for pointing this out, Andrew. This is actually a function because they don't have any repeating x values and same y's, or x values and different y's. Yes. Cool. You will get a half a point, maybe a quarter point. You have 2.5. Number 8, is it a function, yes or no, Abby? It is not a function. Vertical line test for these, they go through 2. You're hunting for the one that would not work. You could argue like, wait, that goes through 1 point, but you can't ignore the rest that don't work. Number 16, Kingston's not here. Tanner. Correct. Number 10, Lexi. It is not a function. Correct. Number 11 or 18, whatever you prefer. Colby.
Number 8. What one are we on?
Number 11.
Number 11.
It says 18. It is not a function, that's correct. Number 12. Maddie. Maya, did you get to 12?
Yeah.
Is it a function?
Yes.
It is. It goes through 1 point. You can test anywhere. Yeah, Tanner.
It's not a function.
Why not?
Because at the very top it starts out.
It looks really, really close. Here's your hint though. If you have a parabola or this like S curve and it's going up at an angle, there's never a point where it's going to go exactly in a straight vertical line. You could take like a magnifying lens and zoom it all the way in. And even if you're at like the point 10 up like 100, it's going to look really straight. But if you zoomed in, it's going to have a slight curve to it. So this is and 13. Maya, did you do 12?
Yeah.
Felix, 13. It is not. Cool. Curse Akascom. We have level 3 and level 4 to do. What do I want to do?
I know what to do.
Continue tomorrow.
Yes, or Monday. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
The score is 5.5 to 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, your homework's in the back of your packet. Keep this packet because we'll take it out on Monday and probably review again. Ruler's up to my bin. Monday, Tuesday.